So building on the theme of yesterday's song, which was It Is Well With My Soul, the song I picked today is called Have Thine Own Way, Lord. Now this song was written by a woman named Adelaide Pollard, and she had been very disappointed because she was unable to raise money that she needed in order to go to Africa to do missionary work. And she's just kind of feeling lost and not sure what she was supposed to do with her life at that point in time. And according to hymnary.org, which again, like other sites I've mentioned, is a treasure trove of good information about the background on some of these hymns, she attended a prayer meeting in 1902 and was inspired after hearing an older woman pray, "It really doesn't matter what you do with us, Lord. Just have your way with our lives." So she went home and she meditated on the potter's story in Jeremiah 18 and then wrote this hymn, Have Thine Own Way, Lord, repeating the words, have thine own way, each stanza emphasizing the believer's harmony with God's will. So in It Is Well With My Soul, we're talking about that full surrender to God's will. And this song is really about how do we get to that point where we have the full surrender to God's will. It's just wonderful, wonderful text, and it does continue to repeat that same phrase over and over again, have thine own way, Lord, have thine own way. And for me, that's really representative of what that prayer life is like. And every time I approach God on this subject, it's like, I know, Lord, I know I'm resisting. I can feel it. I can sense it. I see the rebellion. I can watch the rebellion in my 4-year-old child and see and recognize that own rebellious spirit in my own self. And I just have to continue to come back, surrender. Have thine own way, Lord. Have thine own way. Presenting ourselves as the clay for him to mold us and make us into what he wants us to be. And the ultimate goal in all of this is, as it says in the last line, till all shall see Christ only always living in me. And that is the goal of every believer, that we would emulate Christ on this earth and fulfill that work and glorify God in everything that we do. So kind of similar also to It Is Well With My Soul, knowing that this struggle that I have with surrender and submission, which is a surprise to nobody who knows me. A lot of times when it comes to being still, and I have that sign in my office at work, be still and know that I am God. There's a reminder that Tay is not God. God is God. Taya's job is to be still. But in that being still is for me to want God's will for my life and not to want Taya's will for my life. And I'm not always there. A lot of times I start with, Lord, I want to have your will in my life. Lord, I want to let you have your own way with me. But I'm not at the want to yet, and help me get there. And we see that in verse 3, this wounded and weary, help me, I pray. And so again, even as you're singing the song, if like me, you hear that voice saying, do you really want him to have his own way with you? It's a prayer. It's a prayer saying, Lord, get me there. Help me to want for you to have your way in my life. Help me to want ultimately not the glorification of me and myself, but the glorification of Christ through me, through the work of the Holy Spirit on me, until I get to that point again where others shall see Christ only always living in me. Enjoy.